In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 25th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Houston Astros versus Oakland Athletics. The Oakland Athletics begin a 3-game series with American League West rival the Houston Astros on Monday. The Astros lead the American League West at 64-32, while the host Oakland Athletics are in last place at 35-62. The Athletics are 3-6 against the Astros this year, but they actually took 2 out of 3 from Houston in their last series earlier this month. Jake Odorizzi gets the start for the Astros, while the Athletics have not yet named a starter. Houston is 18-6 in their last 24 road games and 5-0 in their last 5 games. The under is 7-1 in Houston's last 8 games. Oakland is 4-1 in their last 5 games against the American League West and 16-35 in their last 51 game ones of a series. The under is 8-3 in Oakland's last 11 home games. Houston is 8-3 in these two teams' last 11 head-to-head meetings. Houston continues to play well this season and comes into this game with a 13-game lead in the American League West. Oakland is in last place in the American League West, 30 games behind the Astros. Houston is starting Jake Odorizzi, who has allowed 8 runs in his last 16.1 innings. Odorizzi has started 2 straight outings against Oakland, allowing a combined 3 runs over 12.1 innings. Oakland is starting Adam Oller, who has allowed 5 runs over his last 8.2 innings. Oller started against Houston last week, allowing 3 runs over 4.1 innings. For the Athletics to beat the Astros on their best day and the Astros' worst day is a tall order. Granted, it happened just before the All-Star break, twice, but that won't happen again here on Monday. The Astros are firing on all cylinders and playing great baseball. They are within shouting distance of the Yankees, who they just swept, for the best record in baseball. While I do think this could be a letdown series for the Astros after beating the Yankees and Mariners, the Astros will find a way to eke this out. The problem is, the Athletics won't be able to roll out one of their decent starters and have to dip into the bottom of the barrel for this one. That won't end well. So the Houston Astros to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Here's a fun fact for you. The unders are 59-33-3 for the Astros this year. I find that slightly mind-blowing, considering this is the feared Astros, one of the best teams in baseball. But as all observant fans like yourself know, the Astros have been winning with pitching this year, and they have the second lowest team ERA and the best bullpen. Now if I told you the unders are 52-38-7 for the Athletics, you would totally buy that, because their offense is really bad and their pitching is borderline decent. While the Astros should have no issue outclassing the Athletics on Monday, there should actually be production on both sides. First and foremost is the obvious, with Houston sending rockets off of rookie Adam Oller. Jose Altuve and company will be out for revenge for that aforementioned loss, and Oller did allow 3 runs in 4.1 innings in that game. Prior to that, the Athletics had lost all 9 games in which he appeared. Altuve is arguably the best leadoff man in baseball, and just had 2 leadoff home runs in the last 3 games. Similarly, Alvarez is making his case for American League MVP. Be sure to monitor if he's in the lineup for props, but it shouldn't make a difference for the game total. Along with Kyle Tucker being one of the top hitters for RBI and Alex Bregman having back-to-back bombs with Alvarez 3 times this season, the top of Houston's lineup can cover this total themselves. If not, the Athletics have their best chance at production without Justin Verlander or Framber Valdez on the mound. Astros starter Jake Odorizzi has allowed at least 3 runs in 2 of his 3 starts this month. Throw out all talk of under here in this game, because this one is going to the opposite. Odorizzi is one of the Astros' weaker starters, and as I said, this one has letdown potential, and whoever the Athletics roll out there will get pounded by an Astros offense that is heating up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Seattle Mariners. It is a battle in the American League between 2 teams fighting for a playoff spot when the Texas Rangers take on the Seattle Mariners. Seattle came out of the All-Star break as the hottest team in baseball after winning 14 straight games, but they took it on the chin over the weekend against the Houston Astros, dropping all 3 games. including an 8-5 decision on Sunday. The Texas Rangers defeated the Oakland Athletics on Sunday, 11-8, avoiding the sweep. The Rangers enter the series 3-7 in their last 10, but have been a solid team on the road, going 22-25. Seattle currently holds the third wildcard spot in the American League with Texas 7 games behind. The Mariners have dominated this series, winning 5 straight games against the Rangers and are 8-2 in the last 10 meetings between these clubs. The Texas Rangers are 4-9 in their last 13 games versus a right-handed starter and are 1-6 in their last 7 overall. The Rangers are also 1-6 in their last 7 games on grass. The Mariners are 22-5 in their last 27 overall and are 22-5 in their last 27 games on grass. The Mariners are also 5-1 in their last 6 home games versus a team with a losing record. The Texas Rangers continue to underachieve due to subpar pitching, and Glenn Otto has been horrible this season. In his last 26.1 innings, Otto has allowed 26 hits and 20 earned runs. The Seattle Mariners are due for a bounce-back spot after getting swept by the Astros, and Chris Flexen has allowed just 14 hits and 2 runs in his last 16.1 innings. The Mariners should get the much-needed win after falling in a sweep last series, as the Texas Rangers are 16-35 in the last 51 meetings in Seattle. So the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. The last 2 meetings between these teams saw the total go under 8.5, but the first 2 games of the 4-game set in Texas saw 11 runs scored in each of those games. The clubs are averaging 8.76 runs per game combined while allowing 8.39 per contest. Those numbers make it hard to pick. However, Seattle has one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, ranked 5th overall with a 3.85 ERA. Plus, they have a starter who has been red hot of late, holding opponents to 2 earned runs in his last 16.1 innings pitched. Seattle has gone under in 4 straight games and has gone under in 21 of their last 28 at home. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Washington Nationals will travel across the country on Monday night to take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the first game of a 3-game set. The Nationals will send young righty and former Dodger Josiah Gray to the bump as he is coming off a losing effort against the Seattle Mariners, where he went 5 innings and allowed 5 runs on 6 hits with 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. Right-hander Tony Gonsolin will get the ball for the Dodgers as he is coming off a no decision against the St. Louis Cardinals, as he threw 5 innings and allowed 5 runs on 7 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts. The Nationals are 21-47 in their last 68 games versus a right-handed starter and are 25-58 in their last 83 overall. The Nationals are also 25-58 in their last 83 games on grass. The Dodgers are 42-17 in their last 59 games versus a right-handed starter and are 36-15 in their last 51 during Game 1 of a series. The Dodgers are also 43-18 in their last 61 overall. It should come to the shock of no one that the Los Angeles Dodgers are the better team in this matchup. There has been a huge divide between these pitchers during the month of July, as Gray is 1-2 with a 7.02 ERA in 3 starts, while Gonsolin is 2-0 with a 3.66 ERA in his 3 starts. Looking at a small sample size since the All-Star break, the Dodgers are scoring 6 runs per game in their 3 games, while the Nationals are averaging 1.5 runs per game in their first 2 games in the second half of the season. The Nationals are simply playing out the strings and have the distraction of this Juan Soto drama in the background, which already hampers a Nationals team that wasn't all that good to begin with. Now, they have to take on one of the National League's best with one of their best pitchers on the mound in Gonsolin. I don't envision this as a spot where Gonsolin struggles. I get the reasoning for backing an underdog in some spots, but not spots like this. So the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Los Angeles Dodgers have moved up to 4th in the majors in batting average and are facing a struggling pitcher on Monday. Espino has not been able to generate much success since joining the rotation, which is why he has an ugly ERA. The Nationals have gone over the total in 4 of their last 6 games. I expect that trend to continue to open this series. I believe that the Dodgers could very well cover this total number on their own. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.